Hello, Whatcom County. You're back with KMRE 88.3 FM, your community radio. Well, I am so excited. It is our pledge weekend. People are calling in and donating to support this fantastic local station, broadcasting from the Whatcom Community College campus. And we have a special guest with us here in the studio, the one, the only, President Kathi Hiyane-Brown, president of Whatcom Community College. Thank you so much for joining us.
You're quite welcome. It's my honor to be here, and I'm excited about the interview.
Well, you know, KMRE was not always at Whatcom Community College. This is a relatively new partnership in which we moved our studios over here. And I first want to say I'm so thankful for our new home here. Why is it such a good fit to have KMRE here at the community college?
Well, as I say, we take very seriously the word community in our name, Whatcom Community College. And a large part of that is surely in the beginning of this college and why it began. It was seen as part of the community, the larger Whatcom County in Bellingham. And through the years, some of the community colleges have transformed into taking community out of their name. And we have always valued that, both not because of the history, but because we take seriously our mission, that we are part of a greater community. And it's so important to be able to convey that to our constituents as well as to our community.
Excellent. You know, some of the great things that we have now that we're here at Whatcom Community College, aside from space, of course, is that the students get to bring their voices to the air and they get to get technical education. Right now, we have a student working the soundboard, right? And learning real hands-on job skills. Whatcom Community College has been providing technical and job skills for years and years and years. What are some of your favorite programs here that you're most proud of?
Okay, well, all the programs,
of course,
are my favorite programs.
Because you've been president for a while here,
for 17 years,
yes.
And I think part of what makes me feel really good is that we look at what the interests and needs are of our communities that we serve, in addition to looking at what is needed nationally. And community colleges have been known to really be at the forefront of workforce development. So that is ever evolving. And so while we have our arts and humanities programs, while we have our math courses, when we have our science programs, we do look at emerging needs out in the workforce, such as our most recent and most successful program initiative, which is in cybersecurity.
Yes, you guys have been getting some good headlines about that. Why is cybersecurity so important these days?
Well, because there are 500,000 positions that are in need in the United States that are needing cybersecurity professionals. And they need a vast array of people with different skill sets. And so we don't just need PhDs or master's degree people in these jobs, but we need technicians. And so part of our cause and part of our mission is to fulfill those positions.
Excellent, excellent. Whatcom Community College is really centered at kind of the heart of Whatcom County. And one of the things that I love about Whatcom Community College is that it serves people from all walks of life. I was wondering if you could talk about, where the students come from.
Well, we obviously serve a lot of local students who live in Whatcom County, but also the nearby counties and throughout Washington State. Because of our programs and because of our ability to offer some of the programs online and hybrid, we're able to attract students from really all over the globe. We have an international program that really has students start in their home countries, say, for example, Vietnam or in Japan, and they eventually come here, actually physically relocate at Whatcom. So we do serve students in a global context.
That's amazing. Just like KMRE is broadcasting across the globe through kmre.org, where you can click on that and make your donation today. Or you can also call in at 360-398-6150 and make a donation to make sure that these voices continue to carry across the globe. one of the things that delighted me when I heard it is actually, Whatcom Community College invited us to come over here and join us because you didn't have a radio station before us. What was some of the thought behind that?
Okay. Behind all of that is this concept of community and looking at the needs and the wants of people within our immediate community. And one of them is, I think, just in casual conversations with others that we have in contact with out in Whatcom, we had heard of the need, or at least the desire, to relocate the station somewhere. And so we kind of talked about that as a possibility. And we do that, and we often hear of other agencies, other organizations that want to do the same. And we do take those interests seriously. And if we can work things out, that's fantastic. And we have other examples of that, most recently with the Bellingham School District.
Tell me more.
Okay, well, the Bellingham School District has always wanted to house or have a permanent location for their community transitions program. And so when they talked about it.
And what's the community transitions program?
There's a special program that they have to serve students who have special needs and who are ready to not only graduate from high school, but to be prepared to enter higher education or into a job with specific training or for a career.
Ready to launch.
Ready to launch. And so what better place to think of having this program situated where there is easy access to higher education and training. And so they had looked at Whatcom as a desirable place to perhaps partner. And we had all of the kinds of services that might be used and available for students, such as having transportation.
Yeah.
We have a terminal, right? A bus terminal right across our campus. We have a wonderful library that they could access. And we had some space. And so
free parking.
And free parking. And so it all worked together. It took a number of years for us to get to that place. But we now have an MOU, and we are, or at least the school district is finalizing plans for what the facility would look like.
Yeah. Excellent. And I understand, you've served Whatcom Community College for many years. I understand that you are retiring here in the next
Yes,
year or so?
I am in March 1st.
Over all your years serving the community here, what is the accomplishment that you're most proud of? Yeah, I brought the hard question.
Yeah, you always do that. You have to. You're forcing me to make choices.
I know. Maybe a few that you're thinking of today.
Oh, okay. Well, because there's so many. And let me start because I thought we were going to primarily talk about community.
We hit those notes. We're good.
Yep. And one of the things that I feel really good about is that hopefully during my tenure here, we have increased the visibility of the college in our community.
Very much so.
We heard a lot of stories about people, and we still hear them, people passing by the college and commenting how beautiful it is, how well maintained and how attractive it is. But there was little known about what happens inside of the college. And so it has always been my interest in going out and speaking to groups and talking to others about what goes on in the college, the academic programs we have, the services we have for students, and to do a greater outreach into the community, whether it's in Bellingham or out in the county. So I think that feels good. That work has to continue. We have not in any way reached the point where everyone knows about Whatcom Community College.
Not yet.
Not yet, but hopefully through the radio station and
That's
broadcasting, we may reach our goals.
Reach new corners.
Yes, exactly. So that's one of them. The other is obviously the growth of some of our programs. I'm very proud of the success of our allied health, our nursing and allied health programs.
A critical need in our community.
Very much so. Our cybersecurity. And we also have a growing need in our community to provide English to English limited speaking populations. And so we see a greater population growth here in this community. And so having to serve those students or potential students is an important part of what we do.
Makes us a stronger community and ties us all together.
Yeah. And then the other is the partnerships.
Yeah.
We have formed a number of partnerships with for-profit as well as nonprofit organizations, and that feels really good, and the connections, because that opens up even more possibilities, not only for the college, but for our students.
Excellent. Well, we are so grateful to have a home here at Whatcom Community College and be part of that community building that the college does and that our radio station does. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate, for those of you just tuning in, President Kathi Hiyane-Brown, president of Whatcom Community College, joining us here at KMRE on your local community radio station. You can call in and donate today at 360-398-6150 or donate at kmre.org. Thank you so much for being on the station.
You're quite welcome.